why someone might assume that sort of thing, because historically, white people have been the most racist towards other races. Would I go on like an angry tangent because someone called me a No, I would calmly explain that that's not the situation.
Wait, question for you. Do you think like American whites are more racist than like Japanese people?
I don't know any. How the fuck would I know?
Japanese people, but I'm
you know what's really funny about the conversation, ultimately? What's hilarious about it?
What's so funny?
It is funny. Is that we're being charitable to your definition and trying to explore your definition, trying to make arguments as refutations to what you define racism as, trying to literally stay inside your worldview as we argue, right?
All right, right off the bat, Andrew Wilson is about to blow up. He's about to decimate. Andrew Wilson is about to decimate all these feminist creeps on the panel, all of these woke, Freak Jones on the panel. Andrew Wilson is about to obliterate their whole entire worldview. This is a topic they shouldn't rapidly even be talking about. I will say, chick right here is just worried about taking a good picture. She's yawning, and this one's probably going to do the most, looking at her appearance. With that said, I have to give a shout out to the channel where I'm getting this clip from, because it's called Women Propaganda. Check it out. I usually don't, but I couldn't find it except for using that channel. Okay, anyway, getting right into it. Without further ado, let's get into this clip.
But let me just ask you to do that in reverse. Be charitable towards us. Racism is just, I don't like a person based on their skin color. Based on that definition, if you're being charitable to my worldview,
sure.
Can black people be racist?
Hang
on. Let me ask you the question again.
No.
Since we've been sitting here being super charitable to your worldview, to everything you had to say, within the confines of your worldview, contending with only that, with your definition, can you contend with ours? All racism is not liking somebody based on their skin color or treating them differently based on their skin color. That's what I think racism is.
Okay.
Using that definition, can white people be, or can black people be racist to white people? Can they or not?
Sure. Yeah.
Nope. Thank you, Lucy. Though. Oh, Elle, still no?
Look, I'm gonna stand by my stance on no, because at the end of the day, like, you guys had, not you guys, I'm so sorry I'm saying you guys, but your
What do you mean, you guys?
Do you think like an Asian person can be like racist to a white person? Because like I face racism every day.
I'm sure you do, which is really upsetting.
No, you don't.
Every day
yeah, she doesn't. And I'm going to tell you that as a black woman, I don't face racism every day. Or if I do, I don't pay attention to it. Like, this conversation has gone too far, bro. Y'all are still doing this, man. Like, look at how this girl looks, right? Clear, and as much as like her get up might not be your taste, understand there's a lot of money that went into putting this his costume together. Okay, if she was living in some other country with like a caste system, I'm gonna use Haiti as an example, not Haiti today, but like Haiti in the 80s, she would have been too dark to be getting money to have all this going. I'm so sincere. I am so sincere, okay? So, like, this constant, oh my gosh, give it a rest. Give it a rest. It's getting to be where it's just so tired, like, and then in order for, what happened with Asians is that Asians, they know they're on like they're considered pretty much like white people because they're so smart, which is really like insane to me that people go through all of this. But and so then she's like, I accept racism every day. Like, girl, no, you don't. You just don't want to be made fun of because you're smart, because that's what a lot of like black American youth do. That's what, well, they used to do that back in the day. I don't know, maybe they don't do it as much anymore, but they used to do, people don't want to stand out as like the quote better. This doesn't mean that you're better than anybody else, but you're standing out. Anywho, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you to every eye that lands on this video.
Day, for real. Everyone's saying I eat dogs and cats. It's crazy.
I was called a bed wench once. Like,
I face sexism every day.
Every day.
Lucy Goosey, can you read this?
Check out the Barbary slave trade. Transatlantic slave trade is always talked about, not Africans enslaving Africans. Plus, 8% of the world is white, the global minority. Google it. Black, brown, and yellow are the majority, always the victim, never their fault.
Yo, John, thank you for the soup chat. I do appreciate it. That is a good point. Whites were definitely victims of slavery. Wait, why are you rolling your eyes? Whoa.
Because I'm just so tired of this conversation.
Wow, you're rolling your eyes at white slavery? Imagine if you did that.
I mean, weren't you guys called indentured slaves to your own people in Britain?
Right now, you would agree in some South African territories, blacks have institutional power and are running white farmers off their land, yeah?
That's a good thing.
It's crazy,
Wrongful
man.
Rage
Crazy.
donated $100. Chair one.
So then
whatever
you're just saying racism is
trailer
good?
park white trash place did your hippy dippy whitewashed love come from? I know Chair 5 knows Kuma Billies with more sense. Feel hurt racism is universal.
Gooner Billy. I like Gooner Billy.
Yo, Rage, appreciate it. You had something for her?
Yeah, I was just wondering, is that institutional power?
Rephrase your question again.
These black governments that are running white farmers off their land, was that institutional power?
All right. So when it comes to this South African discussion, I don't have a listen. I don't have a full exposure about. I don't have a full write up about what's going on over there because I have enough of my problems here in America. We have enough problems. What I will say though is because she doesn't have the context either. And so her first reaction is like, that's a good thing. It's like cool to say stuff like that. You know, just based off of whites are being ran out of something, it's a good thing. It's actually pretty like, I mean, it's kind of sick to think like that.
I mean, yeah.
So were they racist?
I mean, no. I mean, like... You could it's from a historical.
Was that harmful to do to a white farmer?
Okay, but was it harmful for your ancestors to take my ancestors from their own motherland? That wasn't harmful. That's not harmful.
Well, wait.
That's not harmful. That like.
Can you hang on? Can you first of all demonstrate any of my ancestors did that?
Aren't you white?
Yeah.
Okay. Aren't you from America?
Well, no. Originally, all Americans have Western or Eastern European roots.
Okay, but where did your family come from?
Ireland and England.
Okay, and they came over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why does that mean they had a hand in the slave trade?
I would recommend doing a little DNA test to see if you had any like slave, you know.
Oh, no, you're not. You're part white though. I think.
Here's the part that's amazing. Oh wow, she's part white. We're gonna get to that, right? Here's the part that's amazing, look. Okay, I have to be careful with that guy. I don't want to get too crazy. Just because somebody's white in America does not mean that they were a slave owner. Last name's like Levi. It's not quite the Irish last name. White people need to, you know, like Andrew Wilson is better than me because I'd have been like, listen, let me tell you something, okay? There's a lot of people cosplaying as me out here, but whatever. It's not my argument to have. Let's continue with the clip.
You should do a DNA test.
Hang on.
You got some.
Hang on. I just want you to help me out with this. Hang on a second, Brian. Hang on. I just want to ask you this. Even if it was true, right, that the people group I come from was totally responsible for African slavery 100%, what the does that have to do with my ancestry being responsible for it?
Well, one is
Am I responsible for the sins of a nation?
But you are responsible for changing the way that how racism is viewed. You have the power to sit here and to advocate for, you know, us as black women.
You.
Well, we do that.
We're trying.
We're trying every day. Like every day, we're trying. You don't understand.
Yeah, but what if I don't believe? What if what's going on here is I don't understand the logical consistency of saying racism is power plus prejudice, and then I give you a nation where it's blacks.
That wasn't the definition that we gave. That was the definition that Brian gave.
You gave it an additional qualifier, and the qualifier was stereotypes and harm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to add this qualifier in. I gave you a nation which white farmers being run off their land, the institutional powers with blacks. It's clearly harmful. Clearly harmful to the whites to get run off their farms, and clearly stereotypical that they need to be.
I mean, are they
This fits every single criteria you both agreed to.
But
for
are they
racism.
calling them porch monkeys?
Come me.
And my ancestors
Give me
were
anything
killed
worse
as well.
than death. Give me anything
my
worse than death.
ancestors were killed as
Give me
well.
anything worse than death.
My ancestors.
So I got to be careful because I don't understand why he decided to play this music. So I have to skip ahead, and I hope that he stopped playing the music.
And guns into our community.
You're talking about two different things.
Yo, Chad, is she trolling, bro?
I'm not
she
even
has
trolling.
To be
I'm just.
She's
This
trolling.
is just. This is
so what she did, and I'm sorry, this clip is like I do have to keep stopping it, but this is a good clip though. This is a really good clip. But what she did was now she changed it into putting drugs in the communities. But shout out to Andrew Wilson because he's sitting there taking the blame for it, and believe me, he is. Because okay, the argument could be, oh, this, this didn't happen, like now, it happened back then. That's not the bigger argument to me. The bigger argument, look, this clip actually just pissed me off more than anything else, but it was worth looking at because at the end of the day, like I said, the fact that people are still having these kind of conversations, all right, I wouldn't be so mad at them if people could have them in for reality, but there's always a piece that you are not allowed to talk about. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.